Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm tired. Oh! Yo, that's crazy. Right on my feet. Right on my feet is wild. That's crazy. And you're spinning. I'm spinning. I'm spinning. Sniff of the feet. Don't sniff. No. No sniffing. How's everyone doing? Alright, let me say hello to everyone. Neku, congrats on being first. Enjoy your fish sandwich. I know they reset. I'm sorry. I lost everything and they reset. I honestly am still baffled by the fact that I lost my mix setup settings. I don't know how that happened. It shouldn't have happened. But it did. And there's nothing we can do about it now. Hello, Meep. Hello. Oh, hold on. Hello, Mitch. Hello, Kat. How's everyone doing today? Also, you have big booba. 93% booba. We're winning. We're winning today. But guys, I have a really special surprise for you. I have a really special surprise for today's Genshin stream. But I don't know if I don't know if you guys are ready. RPT, hello. I don't know if you guys are ready. I don't know if you guys are ready for it. There's a chance. There's a chance you're not ready. But I have a surprise. A surprise. Do you guys want to see it? You guys want to see the surprise? Because I found something. One Sando. We start from here. Yep, it's the race to see who can get the most the quickest. Ah, head pats. Thank you. I found something and I think everyone's gonna enjoy it. Because to recap, we're in Fontaine now. And we're trying to solve the case. We're trying to solve the mystery of the murder. And we have Detective Paimon, right?
Thanks for the follow. Ah! You're stuck with me now.
Thank you for the follow. But we have Detective Paimon, right? But I don't think anyone was ready for this. Ba 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 ba. Detective Mera on the case. Detective Mera is here. And she's ready. Oh no, it's not a surprise quiz. I am Detective Mera now. We will be wearing this, yeah. Great disguise. Detective Mera on the case. I found this asset. I found this asset and I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. But I had to get it. I had to get it. Now we're matching Paimon. It's kind of very silly. I had to mess with it a little bit because it was like not wanting to sit on my face correctly. But I fixed it for the most part. It's still a little goofy. But yeah, this is what we're gonna look like today. But guys, I have another surprise. I pulled the weapon. I did it. Look, I did it. I'm sorry that I did it off stream, but I did it. I got the weapon. I was not expecting to pull it off stream, and then it happened. Because I was doing the heckin' grinding last night. So I did it. Melanie makes so much noise. She very noise. Yes. Very, very noise. But I got her weapon. I've got it up to level 60 so far. I've still got a long ways to go to get to get more things to level it up even more. But yeah. And then let's see. I got Noelle up to level 70, which is good. I was like working on that last night. So our team is looking pretty well-rounded at the moment. We got, we've got our base set up, and then Noelle I kind of throw in and out based on what I need. But yeah, so today we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue with Fontaine. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I did all my commissions today, except for that one because I had to do some material grinding because I'm a material girl. I am a material girl. Okay. All right. Before we go in there though, I need to heal. So where is the closest? Ah, here we go. But yeah, we are Detective Mera on the case today. We're gonna solve the crime. We're gonna do it. We're gonna solve all the things. Oh, geez, lag there for a second. But Vanessa, what are we? Why are you Vanessa-ing? This asset is so cute. I'm so glad I found it. I was like, surely someone's made a Paimon detective glasses asset. I found a Unity asset and I was like, well, that doesn't help. And then I found this one on Coffee. I'll have to post the person that made it because oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm a material girl. Me, material girl. Sammy, hello. How's it going? All right. We go back to the opera house. Oh, you don't know Merritt? Wait, what do you mean I don't know? I don't know that, right? No, I know that. I know that meme. The material girl meme. Oh my goodness. So many people. So many people are trying to get in. Okay.
Hey, you. Yes, both of you. Over here. I've
Oh.
been keeping an eye on you for a while now. Huh? You mean us?
I didn't expect to run into her right now.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No. And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
I love how we match Paimon.
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Oh my god, I love her.
Though those who play by our rules call
Everyone in
us.
this region is just
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus, Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs.
Malus, why do you sound like you smoke a pack a day?
Huh? Boss.
What?
Mademoiselle.
What was that?
Thanks.
Oh, thank you, Virus.
I am the second
I
generation
was like, what the fuck is
president.
that?
Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of
Thank you for the head taps.
Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
Yippee!
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I lost my train of thought.
Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We
Oh,
think
yeah.
So too. That's why we're looking for
I was
clues
like,
now.
I'm gonna start a stream early today so I could take a nap afterwards. I want to nap
How did you
today.
come to
It
that
is nap
conclusion?
day. Nap day for Mera, which is why I started
Intuition,
early.
Naturally.
Because I still wanted to get a test stream in today.
Intuition. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away.
Oh.
Anyway, a trial begins.
Why is the emergency food wearing a mustache? Because we are detectives today.
Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her. All right, I've answered your question.
Trust
Now,
is earned.
It's time you answer mine.
Wait a minute. Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me.
I love her hat. Oh
In
my
your
god.
opinion,
Oh
do you
my
think
god.
It's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Well?
And why would that be?
Let's see. Doing so makes it easy for the truth to fall to the wayside. Something serious, like a trial, should be treated like entertainment. I mean, I kind of feel that.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You passed with flying colors. Now,
I passed.
I need to make some
Guys, I
preparations,
passed.
Following which, our joint investigation
I didn't
shall
realize there
commence.
would be a pop
You
quiz,
two
but I
shall
passed.
Be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing the point. Seems you've already agreed then.
Far be it from me to brag,
Paimon's
but
just like
I believe that
completely over her
demoiselle's
head.
intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
Are they though?
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
Paimon, why are you looking over there? Why was Paimon looking over there
Something on
to
your
speak
mind?
to him? What is what, huh?
I have nothing to add.
Silver is like, I'm good.
Alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Alright, back to looking for clues. Got it. Alright. We must find the clues. Alright. Maybe there's one up here. I didn't really check, to be fair. Examine the box. Alright, it looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do that? Yeah, that is a really good question. Anything over here? Anything? Oh, we gotta talk to this person.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too.
Why do you sound sus?
If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
That sounds suspicious.
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
Oh, is the projects. Wait, why did my alert? Okay, I was like, why is the alert not going? Welcome in. Are you in? I'm winning. We just started. Thank you for your read. Hello, everyone. My name is Mera Links. I am a mermaid, VTuber, lunar title princess at your service. You may call me Mary, you may call me Mizu, you may call me Fish, but most importantly, you may call me friend. How was your stream? Also, wait, I couldn't tell if the overlay had the right name on it or not. I don't remember. Well, I guess that's a problem for future me. But how was your stream? Look, we're matching Paimon today. I might have to go to the restroom. Jesus, I should have done that before stream.
Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
I'll wait a little bit. I'll wait till ad break. It was fun. We're being raccoon thieves in Skyrim. Ooh. I want to play Skyrim.
Yes, exactly.
I've tried to
wasn't
play it
terribly loud,
once.
but I suspect
I
that
didn't
most
get
people
very
heard
far.
it.
But I've always wanted to play.
It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened,
Every
the
day
thud
that
has
passes,
become
you were more
important
like
clue.
Hyla. First, you were flat. Now you use her glasses. That's crazy. That's wild.
That makes sense.
I found the asset and I was like, I'm using that. That's mine. Yoink. It's such a cute
I'm of the
asset.
opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice.
I was like, surely someone's
Lynette,
made
perhaps,
an asset of
jumping atop
Paimon's
the water tank or
glasses.
something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
You must
That
reconsider.
does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Okay, so strange sound during the magic show. During switching performance, there was an audible thump. Okay. So we got an audible thump. Somebody was thumping. Somebody was thumping. Maybe there's... Where are all these clues? Can you give me some luck to get Milani and level 21? I believe. I will give you all my fish luck. I believe you can do it. Godspeed, bless your pools. Yes, I got you. Let's talk to Molly.
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have a lot of explaining to do. I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
I would like any 5-star. That's how, you know, I feel you. That's definitely fair. Okay, wait, is there more to look at here? Ooh.
Lenny's still talking to the guard. I think someone...
Okay, hold on. We talked to Lynette. Okay, we talked to them. Okay. My Kazuha 50-50 lost was to Mona. I'm crying. Oh no! I got the weapon, Project. I finally got the weapon. I got, what's, Milani's weapon. So we're winning. We're winning. Look at this. I'm so happy. So now, any pools today will be on Kazuha's banner. So if I happen to get Kazuha, cool. If I don't, that's cool too. It'd be nice though. To get Jane Doe because I lost her 50-50. I'm guaranteed on Jane on ZZZ. I just need to pull. I need to play and pull. Because I am guaranteed.
Hello there. What are you
Now,
investigating?
so now, as soon as you hit 45, we're building that gallop. Yes.
This location is also
How
been
do
called
I?
off
Okay,
because the
so
Magic Troop
this is
members
what I
are
was trying to
currently
figure out last
considered
night
prime
because I
suspects.
was grinding last night,
Investigation team is still
and I know I
collecting
can't
evidence.
get her like
Seats were all booked in advance, so we were
the
able to
ones that are.
deduce the
I think
missing
it's in the
woman's
new
identity by
region
checking the guest list.
yet. The best artifacts for her yet, but there is another thing that has hydro damage artifacts
Sure.
on
Sounds
top
like
of
this
the
is confidential
mountain in the
information.
snowy area. How the
We'll
hell
publish
do
it
you
later
get up
anyway
there?
when we petition the public to help us find
I
the
couldn't
missing
figure it
person.
out. I tried for like
Her name is
about
Halsey.
an
She's a
hour
painter
last
from
night
Fontaine
and
who's
couldn't get
made a
up
better
there.
name for herself.
The quest. Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately.
At least I
which
pulled
made her
3
decide to
5-star
come see the
weapons and
magic show.
lost another
The Magic
50-50 to
Troop
Grace.
members all claim
Oh,
not to know her. We have looked into her social
Oh.
connections. It seems that she has no personal
Oh.
grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put,
you
she
can just
wasn't
run to
related
that one
the
domain
Magic
and
Troop.
ignore everything else. That's true. I've been
She's the
ignoring
features
a
of previous
lot
serial
of
disappearances.
a lot of things.
We're Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range.
I'm not gonna touch that. I'm sorry. The mustache is the realest hair she has, to be honest. wait, what are you talking about?
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please
At
be
least
sure
all the
to contact
losses
us.
or great asset characters, Grace and the ghost maid on
It is
Oh,
of
that's
utmost
fair.
importance that we get to the
Oh,
bottom
by
of
the
these
way,
disappearances.
guys, I figured out why Bald would always like pause everything. So I realized that in VTube Studio, when you set a hotkey, if it is an item, you can set a duration. But for something like Bald, where like I'm doing color meshes and stuff like that, you can't set a duration on that. So that is why Bald would pause every time. Because I would have it set to where it would do the hotkey and then it would wait for however long. And then it would run the hotkey again. So it would pause everything else and mix it up for that duration of wait.
How can it be burned
So
through
now I gotta
so
figure
quickly
something
by
out.
Fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
What happened to the rope?
Look! This bit is made from different material! Most of it was burned away, but
My streamer
there's still a
approved.
little bit of it left.
Hi, Fool. How's it going?
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why would you
Fool
write all
lives
this
at
down?
Bald
Where's my
Island.
notes?
The bald is spreading. Okay, where to next? Alright, we still have one more clue we have to find.
Whoever the murderer was, this people needed... Why would it... Gosh, we all heard...
It's true, I live there. Honestly, that's based. Wait, where is this other clue? Is it out here?
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
Little does she know I left already.
Representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
She's so cute.
Yes! After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck.
Oh.
But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Dog fucking with no pants.
This will be useful info.
Ain't got no pants. Okay, so no one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Interesting.
Everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Right.
Let's go see, shall we?
Let's go talk to Lenny.
Things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how...
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
Oh my god.
You
Shut
may
up.
Spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
She's like, don't.
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
It's Navia.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation.
I haven't done this
And
in a
these are
bit.
my
What haven't you done?
Would you mind if they join as well?
Are you trying to show feet?
Fine by
It might
me.
be on cooldown.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Wolf, wolf, bark, bark. Bork, bork.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not
It
every
is,
day you
well.
get to see the secrets behind magic performed on
It'll be
such
off
a
cooldown
large
soon, I'm
scale.
sure.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Navia's about to make me act up that. Whoa. Don't make me get the spray bottle.
Yes, a world
I will
of
do
secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean
Porn.
the inside of the door?
Hoyoverse at all-time peak corny painting with all the new Jane Doe bits too. Yeah. Yeah.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row.
They definitely know
The
what
back
they're
of this door
doing.
was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
But it was meep.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
07's for meep.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you
Wait,
saw
so what
this
if this
place.
passageway is where
Two
the
magic
person
boxes are positioned right
took the
above
girl?
The 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley?
Yeah, okay, meep.
The box
Yeah, okay.
with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage.
But how did
as
it
if
happen
nothing
so
had ever changed.
fast?
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, a phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
But wait, what about you coming
My
out?
assistant and I
Wait,
had
what?
already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
I'm
That's how we were able
confused.
to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
But the hair is
And
different. What are you
that's my
talking
favorite part of
about?
this trick. Only Lynette
I guess
and
we
can
couldn't
perform
really
it.
tell.
detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
Dun dun
I
dun.
really don't know how that happened.
Yeah, how did that
If
happen?
not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
It was
This
an
is the scene of
employee.
the
That
crime.
would make
So Lenny and
sense.
Lynette are not permitted to stay here.
Like an employee of the
I'll
opera
scope 'em out.
house. It was
Yes,
Bob.
of course. No need
I
to
knew
be
it.
so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you
I
know.
freaking knew it.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Get him. Get Bob. Imagine Bob was an answer during the trial. Who did it? Bob. Easy. It was Mera. It wasn't me. No. It wasn't me. I think it was Paimon. She's a balloon.
Why would it be the performance? Well, and that's digging a tunnel just for a match?
All right. Oop. Investigate.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
A balloon isn't capable of cautious thought. Then why does Paimon talk so much?
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
She's
This
naked.
is so confusing.
That's
Cat
crazy.
doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Oh, that's cute. The little swirlies on the glasses. The dress is cute though. Paimon reads every clue to you as if she didn't already have enough lines. That's why I didn't listen. Alright, the young woman is gone, but her clothes are here. What does that mean? It means she naked. That's what that means.
What's
Or
this?
wardrobe change.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Alright, so a rope has fallen to the ground, a metal hook. It wasn't me, I swear. It wasn't me, okay? Look, I know this looks suspicious, but it wasn't me. It's like, I know it looks very suspicious, but it was not me. Alright, all kinds of props and costumes. Okay, so that makes sense for the costume. Like maybe
What is this
costume
place?
change, which is why her dress is on the ground.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had
Bro,
to
why
put
he
another
sound like
person
he
with
sounds
them, this
like he
space
smokes
would
a
be
pack
too
a day.
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Ah, you're right. Let Paimon write that down.
Paimon is keeping all the information for us. The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one person passage. Barely, but leaving along with the missing lady seems unrealistic. Alright, the trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. That does make sense. That does check out. Alright, so we've looked at all of that. Is there anything in this area? Oh. Examine the tracks. Imagine leaving alone with a lady underground. Okay, what else? We have already investigated. Well, there's like a whole bunch to investigate over here. So there's a ladder. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. Control board. This should be a control device for the trolley. It has to be operated automatically. So wait, could it have been someone also helping to perform the trick? I don't know.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you
Thank
pour water
you.
into
Thank
a
you,
jug
Bonnie.
and
Thank you,
then
thank
flip
you.
the jug over only for the water to disappear.
I'm trying to match Paimon.
And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
I totally like Paimon. Wait. Wait. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean totally like Paimon?
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Hold up. Why are we saying hold up? Do know the flying baby. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, I didn't mean to look at the ladder again. I don't know what's happening.
The state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement.
Oh.
The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident.
How do they know that,
no one
though?
was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret
Hello,
chamber
Leaf.
then.
Hi.
You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder
I'm
Farino was
doing
so
good. How are
confident in her
you?
accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief
Thank you so much.
Justice
I
and
did
the
a
Oratrice
horrible
will hear
because I didn't have
statements
enough
from
power.
both sides.
Unfortunately, but I got Kachina. Oh, nice! Congrats. Congrats on Kachina. What's funny is I have not pulled any of the 4 stars from the banner, except for Bennett. I pulled Bennett. I keep pulling Bennett.
And even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice
Just
has
ate
its
some
own will
spicy
and
sausages.
is a judge
Ooh,
in its
yum.
own right.
Kachina. I know Kachina is free.
Any kind of favoritism on the part
I
of
haven't
the
done
Chief
that quest yet,
Justice.
though.
And
Or
not
I
that
haven't done
this
that thing
has
yet,
happened
though.
Anyway.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns
And
is
it will
the
be
will
your...
of justice
Yeah.
itself.
I know.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
I think... Doesn't Bennett pair well with Milani a little? It's like Bennett, and then I know people are trying to also build
Always come to the same judgment,
with,
which is why people have great faith in the
what's her
Chief
name?
Justice.
Can't remember her name right now.
Guards
Shit.
also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this
She's working well
place
with
before
Father,
the
though.
trial.
I'm not mad about it.
Because we've
As
chosen
well,
to
but
act as the twins'
anyone that uses
proxies.
attack, that's
That
fair.
makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key
Millennials, I
information
mean
about the
DPS
case
and so is
ahead of
fault.
time.
Yeah, I know that's the problem.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
I find that like, so here's what I'm finding. So, okay, for example, I was running around doing ley lines last night, and if I would run into like fire slimes, I would use Milan. And then if I would run into like water or ice or anything like that, I'd use Father. So that's how it's working out for me, at least.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts too.
Dessert? I want
What better way to
dessert.
properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets.
I was about to say, do I have sweets? I bought some. They had this pumpkin spice drizzled kettle corn at the grocery store, and I got it and I tried it, and it's so good. It's so good.
Just kidding.
Could it be possible for a water user to be irresponsible? What if it's... No, that wouldn't. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna keep that to myself. And then if it happens, I'm gonna be like, I fucking knew it. As dessert, if I may so. Oh my god.
Everyone, please come with me.
Down. Cease. Guys, I don't know if anybody has been watching, but speaking of desserts, right? Okay, speaking of desserts. I've been watching Iron Mouse's subathon, right? And last night, Connor took her. They did an IRL thing, and they went to the Final Fantasy Cafe in Japan. And oh my god, all of the food they got and all of the drinks they got looked amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was insane. And also they do this thing. Oh, amazing.
Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these
I'm sorry, I got distracted. But they had this thing where they do like this like gotcha thing for like food, where tables like all the table seats are numbered, so they put your number in a gotcha to win like a dessert. And Mouse won this like huge honey toast dessert. It was so crazy.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano.
Gosh, now I really want. Oh, man, they look so good.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency.
She can beat me if she wants to. I mean, what?
Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven.
I mean, what?
There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This, no need for concern.
I didn't mean to skip.
I'm merely doing as I should.
Yum, 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 yum.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems
I love how
to be
Paimon
something
has already
called
eaten
a
too.
secret chamber. However, we can assume
Wait, has
that
Paimon actually eaten more? Because weren't there 3 on that plate? On the tower plate?
The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same
Oh,
clothes.
that makes sense.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
Oh my god. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
That can't be right. Paimon only carried 3, honest.
I was like, did Paimon eat more than...
At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows
Thank you,
how to
Agent K.
count.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look
Bro.
right here.
If she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Get zapped.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat.
Why is Paimon blaming others?
No big deal. Balloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh my god.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Oh man. I want sweets now.
Wow, this really is your hobby, huh?
Wait, Navia cooks? Oh god. Wife. Navia bakes. Wife.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
I am Meow Mizu now.
For the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina
I love
Rosula.
baking and cooking.
Silver,
Me
Balloose,
too.
It's time to go.
I do enjoy it. It
I'll be
just
back if I find
sometimes
anything
I'm
new.
like, especially nowadays, I'm like, oh, that's too much effort. I'm so lazy. Why do you have a mustache? Why don't you have a mustache? Huh?
Defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point worrying
Fuck
about
you.
that now. We just need to prepare.
Love you, Jem.
Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
See, that's the question, is why don't... Okay, wait, hold on. It's until the following day. Okay. Time to time travel. Yeah, why don't you have a mustache is the question. Also, guys, everyone should go and support Jen for their subathon on or their is it a subathon? Subathon. On Saturday. Yes. Can we get a shout out for Jen, please? Oh, I didn't go far enough ahead. They can do it. They're not going to. They refuse.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Might want to put the puzzle together. Huh? A what? Wait, where is the thing? I don't even know where it's at. The case? Do you have to do that before you go? Anyway, I go work. He's now ciao. Okay, bye. For mental solving? I just like to wing stuff. That's usually how I play it. I thought Jen was going. Oh, we have an ad break coming up in 5 minutes. We'll wait a minute. We'll wait a minute. We'll wait right here. I'm gonna go ahead and run the ad now because I'm gonna go and take a restroom break. So we're gonna run the ad, and then when we come back, we're gonna do the trial. Trial time. I believe in us. I think we could do it. I think we're smart enough. I think we got the big brain. But yes, I will be RB in just a few minutes. Use the opportunity to grab snack. Also, thank you for giving Gemma a shout out. Yes, everyone go support Gem's subathon. Quit showing my feet. That's crazy. How dare you? How dare you? Okay, we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We're back. We're back. Wonder if Mera is going to do the Farina story quest live. I can. I will probably do any Fontaine related things live. So as a matter of fact, we'll probably do like a thing of like which story quests, like character story quests you guys want to see. And we'll do those live. Cuz I think I know I want to do definitely Farina and then Kokomi.
The situation is so confusing. Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about
You're going to be so happy with the Kokomi one. Am I? Yeah, I want to do the Kokomi and Farina, and there was another one I wanted to do live. I can't remember. But yeah, we'll do like we'll figure out which one. Have you been unlocking them? Yes. I have been. I don't think I have Kokomi's unlocked yet. I think I have to do Raiden's first.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing
Hello
to
there.
help.
Hello.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Since both parties are present, I
We
declare
love the
that the
blue
trial
brat.
regarding the magic show incident
Oh,
is now
he's so hot. Sorry.
Firstly,
I got
in order for
distracted.
the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage.
Oh, I'm gonna be so terrible at this, aren't I? I'm gonna fail, aren't I? Can you fail this, actually? It won't let you fail, right? It won't let you fail. No, there's no way.
In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in
Okay,
the audience
I
stands
figured.
once
I
the trick
figured it
began.
wouldn't let you. I figured it was similar to like what happened in Sumeru, where you had to like do the little thought bubble things. I hated those, by the way.
In that case,
I hated
upon the
those.
prosecution.
The game will judge you though. It's okay. I got judged by by small green gremlin
First shot and break this case wide open.
at one point. I can handle it.
Is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption
Yeah, I
that I'm
did.
guilty.
Oh, is that so?
I did call
And if I may
Nahida a
ask,
small
what did you
green
hear
gremlin.
while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And
It's
you
similar
didn't
when you're
hear
stuck in a loop.
anything
Because
else
yeah,
at
that's
all?
yeah.
Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind.
Rude, she didn't go through
No, nothing.
500 years of imprisonment for you to insult her. You know, she was very sassy though.
There was a thud.
She's like, you know the answer, stupid.
That I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Lenny not know about that sound? Oh, wait, Lenny doesn't know about the sound, the bang?
I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Dun dun dun. They're Fatsui?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant.
Oh no!
Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Oh no.
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted? Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny.
Hey, don't talk about Farina like that. Don't talk about Farina like that. That oh no project is about to throw fucking hands.
Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second,
oh
you
no.
and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
Let's pause the autoplay. There's no doubt a magician's ability to con others. Given how Lenny has concealed his identity, this could have been set up beforehand. Ooh. Plus, Child is here from Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I was thinking Child might have some involvement in this. I don't know why. It was, you know, him being in Fontaine is a little sus. And we have his vision. I've been a victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, wait!
Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
No. What?
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak. My defense cannot proceed. My client has withheld some key information. This one?
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. Yes, yes, yes.
Is that really necessary?
Yes.
They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say!
Lenny should.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1
hour. Okay.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
All right. Well, court is adjourned. You and Lenny. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Lenny, who left some valid information out. Some vital, valid information.
Awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry. Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
I mean, kinda. They are kinda the bad
Our organization
guys.
is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead.
Yeah, but now you've made it
The truth
worse.
is very important, but
Thank you for
being
that,
completely
Bats.
transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But it makes you look
be the
worse.
judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
I mean,
You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
but am criminal, just not
Sorry.
for this one.
Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Okay, where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after
God, I
jumping
can't
into
do
the
math.
tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Oh.
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came.
Oh man.
On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Oh, so yeah, he was in the vent, so that's why he didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course, we must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth.
I'm upside down.
I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time.
Hey, no licking. No licking. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No lick.
It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
No, 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 that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
You decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Oh. I will defend you.
Thank you.
I will defend.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem
I'm
is
only
that the
defending
schools are
because of
doing
Lynette.
badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense. Huh?
Let's go back. Oh gosh.
Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber of the houses of the Oratrice core within the Opera House's underground structure. I wonder who the voice was, though. Who was the voice? I kind of like this. I kind of like the whole mystery thing. Probably Bob. Oh god, it was Bob. And the nail-biting trial
Both
continues.
parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
All right.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Like the grippers have been like, but why though? Okay.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linny's perspective.
Oh, wait. Oh. Oh my god, this reminds me of like... When you find or refute all the incorrect answers content, you can complete the cycle. Oh my god, this reminds me of freaking...
The countdown began. He entered the tunnel.
Oh, this reminds me of Danganronpa. What is happening? Why does this remind me of Danganronpa?
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud.
No.
He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
Right, so that's the one that's incorrect.
Finally, he used the vase to knock her out before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
That's also incorrect.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed.
Nope.
So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
Okay.
And there you have it.
Okay, can I first say I love this. I love everything about this. Okay. I like
Does the
I like
defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Yes, a lot actually.
Refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Okay. So. Linny entered the tunnel as the countdown began. So that's true. Like, I feel like that's true, but let's see. He headed to the oratories. He did not. Okay, so that would be the refute for that.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel.
Okay.
He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Okay. Let's see. No one left the opera house during the and after the. Okay, no. The voice. The clothes. The strange noise. Huh. This is a bit difficult. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. All right, so then he heard a noise, right? He heard a voice. So maybe that goes here. I feel like I'm gonna get this a little bit wrong. Okay.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Okay. And then let's see. Maybe this one? Okay.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Let's go.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the origin.
I love how Paimon is the one talking.
Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Let's go. Oh my god, I didn't fail. I did it. I'm so smart. I'm so smart.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Mm-hmm.
That's right!
Rejection. This reminds me so much of Danganronpa, and I love it. I mean, objection. Let's see. The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with. However, you used to take Cowabunga to Lenny by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
That's kind of makes it... Yeah, they have a point. We got a point, don't we?
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around. Oh, well, your denial is very strident. I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do. If he had been in the
It's a really
magic
hot
box
take
the
project.
whole
Oh boy.
time, how could he have not
That is a
heard
hot
that
take.
sound? Why do you ask?
Alright,
You're saying that he wasn't?
your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has become a critical clue. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute. Okay. Irrelevant. That's irrelevant. Sheesh. Is it the sound? It might be the sound. Sorry, I'm just getting rid of notifications because they're driving me crazy. No, that's Yuri on... I love Yuri on Ice, man. Can we get another season, please? Thank you. Okay, hold on, let's read. Information about missing... Halsey is the missing person. She's a famous painter. She isn't known to have been entangled. Is it this one?
That's right!
Okay.
Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime
I've actually got to pay attention to, like...
had already entered the basement
story
via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Paimon's so sassy.
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... Okay, select the gear icons in the interface to check the corresponding case. Okay, select answers and fill it empty. All the empty gears to verify the correctness of your deduction. If you make mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. Okay. Once you've answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. Oh my fucking god, this is gonna... What is this? Okay, the guard's investigation report indicates that fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspending the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell. If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, the only other member of the troupe The only other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. Lenny gave a detailed account on how the trick was supposed to work. By using the box inside a box, the idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself would also use the tunnel to get access to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interactions. The clothes belonging to the lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Okay, let's see.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
You just have to prove Lenny didn't. This trial is not accurate. Demand a refund. Alright, so Cowell couldn't have done it.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along? Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
I mean, I think that's the case, right? Because... Okay, hold on. Let's think about this. So... It would make no sense for Cowell to do this and then also end up dead, right? Bye, Bringer. Have good workies. And then... I don't know. I'm between these two. I'm gonna choose this one and see what happens. Okay, that is incorrect. Okay.
Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Oh.
So it was Cal. Wait, what? It was Cowell. Unless he faked it. He faked it. Okay, Ribshot, can we calm down? I've never experienced this before, so I don't want spoilers or like I'm okay with you guys hypothesizing in chat, but don't give don't give answers, please. Thank you.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
It's okay, Rib. I'm okay with hypothesizing, but let's, if you've seen this before.
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's
Because this is my first experience, and I want to experience it. Yeah.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell
I've never
did
seen this.
and
Okay.
how he
That's fine.
went
That's
from
fine.
Would-be perpetrator to victim.
It just sounded like you did by how you were talking, but that's okay. I apologize. Wait, the killer isn't Mera Links? No, it's not me. Okay. All right.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
Where is Halsey if...
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Halsey was the friends we've made along the way.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Lenny as well.
Okay, so how can we... So...
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment. It would have been tough for both people to fit. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
What was this one again?
No one entered or left the opera house. The deceased's name is
This one's
Cowell.
hard.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the The deceased's name is Cowell.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's correct. Okay, so we got one correct so far. Okay. The
sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Venting, kinda sus.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
Oh god, we have
It
another?
would have been tough for both people to fit into
Oh,
that
okay.
vent. They would... No one entered or left the opera house through its entrance. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and
Wait,
the
this
criminal.
doesn't seem right. Where did missing Halsey go?
It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would...
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's right either. Oh my god, I'm so confused. Okay, hold on.
The deceased's name is Cowell.
Oh, is it just the order? Wait.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
Maybe not.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrance.
No, wait, that's not right.
No one entered or left the opera house through its...
I'm so
The sound
confused.
we heard may have come from a clash.
Alright, so that, and then...
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant.
Maybe I had them right, but I just had them in the wrong order?
It would have been tough for both people to...
Wait, hold on.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing...
But where are the other clues? Okay, hold on. It's trying to help me. I know it is.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. It would have been tough for both people to...
No, we already did that
It
one.
would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. The deceased's name is Cowell. No one entered or left the opera house through its... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel.
Okay, so we got... Okay, we just have 2 left to get.
The sound we heard may have
Like,
come from...
here, have your answers.
No one entered or left...
The game is like, please get it right. Oh, huh? Okay. Well, I did try. The criminal must have understood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick and must have been in the position to easily modify equipment. How was I supposed to get that? It didn't give me another option. I'm just confused. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell has all means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could have likely been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. Lenny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. It would have given Cowell time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box. I didn't even know you could fail all of it. I'm confused how I failed that though, because it only gave me 1 more option. Unless I had so many times. But according to the... No one entered or left. So even if he had taken her, there's no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been a few view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing they would have discovered.
Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was all just a bluff.
You 50-50. Oh, did I? Oh. But wait, it only popped up 1. Oh, I guess I could have switched them. I didn't realize. Because it gave me 1 option on both.
Since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different
Maybe I
track?
could have switched them and I didn't realize it.
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear.
It's fine, you were meant to fail. Ah, I see. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see
Well,
that
there
the
was
crowd
water in
is
the
very
tunnel.
impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an
We
awkward
went.
delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover...
I did it! has so many handlebars. That is good. That is good.
If Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment.
That makes sense, though.
How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick. Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
I don't think we
Even
are.
so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
Nope, not at all.
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request.
Can I get a fish sandwich?
Since the trial
Nope,
does indeed
fish sandwich
appear to be
machine
at
is
an
broken.
impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased cowl.
After some time, Edgard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage.
Oh my god, he's got
each
fluid.
labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack
They took his
claims
fluids.
that these fluids are water from the primordial sea. The primordial sea.
Oh.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword
So many mustache on the
dissolve appears
screen.
many times.
They're in season
One of
right
these
now.
tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
We did it!
You gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
What did she figure out? What did she figure out?
It is undeniable that
Oh
further
my
examination
God.
of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us
I'm
assume that
deceased.
these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the
He
understanding that
actually
Ms.
got an
Halsey has yet to be
idea.
found.
That's wild.
Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water
So what,
from
did
the
they become water
primordial
itself?
sea.
Very interesting. Okay, so water, the liquid. We've got Cowl's liquids. Okay. Oh fuck. Okay, so Cowl is the suspect. What? Oh, these questions are... I'm stupid. Okay, what item did the culprit use to control the timing of the...
The water from the primordial sea should already...
To control the timing of the... Wait. Hold on.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this? I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
What item did the culprit use to control the timing of the dissolution?
The rope water tank was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Okay, so it would be this, right? Or would it...
should already have been prepped before Halsey and now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
So maybe it was this? I'm just gonna test this. Either it's this or this. Okay. What item? Okay, so yeah, then the water. What item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind... Wait. To hide the mechanism behind the crime?
I remember there was something else.
Ah, yes. This? Fuck yeah, I'm so smart. Fuck yeah, I'm so smart. Oh my god, I have the biggest brain. Smart. I am smart.
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with
Brain
the water
cantering. It really did.
securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial sea inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Yeah, let's go.
What do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cowl's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you.
No.
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Ah, shit.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent.
Rita also has
Can I get a fish sandwich?
Made modifications to the
No, we have no
beforehand.
fish sandwiches. The
His
machine's
accomplice
broken.
Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea.
His accomplice. Okay.
But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
Also, now they're. What?
He
tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon.
Oh,
Now,
the vase.
As much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
Okay.
Am I right, Mr. Linney?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here.
We have to
Is this
try.
the end of the road?
What? No.
I can't think of anything either.
No.
It doesn't look like there's any way around
It's
it.
Oliver. It's Lullaby.
Seems
Love
using
ya.
the water as new evidence
Hello.
was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
What?
I think we've all
Thank
seen
you for
enough
giving
now,
Oliver a shout
and
out.
we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning. I believe this is.
Oh wait, why
indeed
did
the
it do it
finale.
like that? I'll have to
Now
change
then,
that.
my good,
That's okay though.
noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move?
Excuse me, everyone, but I must
How's it going?
interject.
Enjoying it.
This
I'm in
I must ask
Fontaine
you
and I'm
not
so
to
happy.
shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
I like the new
Come on,
updates they
don't be
added.
hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little
How many
magic?
otters have you killed,
I'll show
Mera?
you an
I haven't
amazing
killed any
trick, one
otters.
that can bring a young woman who has
0.
disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors,
There are
Mr. Lily,
otters.
if you would be so kind.
Heading back to meetings. Enjoy. Have fun with meetings.
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
They look like.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
Is Navia
What
saying
such a
saving the
trick
day?
The most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rosula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
And voila.
Where do they go in all Fontaine? Thank you. She's back!
Sorry for the interruption.
What?
Isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
Wait, what happened?
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowell.
What?
I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there.
Wait, isn't this the... Wait, she's the girl that we saw at the beginning that Lenny was like, she's a thief. Isn't that her?
Got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Yeah, in the harbor.
No wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief.
Oh my god.
Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box.
Oh my
There
god.
was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they practiced hand at concealment, professional thief could make it work.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
So she accidentally killed him? That's crazy.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh my goodness. Well, this at least, you know, does stop that at the very least. Okay, what is this? Okay, so this one would be... Oh, maybe not. Okay, I'm silly. Hold on. Wait, how do we... The rope that had fallen... I'm so confused. Okay. Lenny entered the tunnel at the beginning of the countdown, so that did happen. Cowell planned to use... And how Halsey would have reacted. I'm a little bit confused. No. The dress? No, that's not. Streamer can't read. No, I can read. I'm just confused. How Halsey would have reacted when the water from the... Let's see. Okay, there we go.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
I think my problem is I missed, like, I was paying attention to chat and I missed stuff. Okay, there was evidence proving that a fight did break out in the tunnel. Which is this.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
What did Halsey do? This is the dress.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time.
Okay, we got it. I was just confused where it started.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard.
Thank you for the headphones.
Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box.
Get in the box.
With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
There we go. We did it. It took us a minute, but we got there.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days. days.
Jeez, that's a long
She had already become
time.
desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses.
Oh, so Paimon didn't eat them. Oh my goodness.
All the events that happened in the tunnel have
I thought Paimon was lying. That's wild.
That's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
Not a deflated balloon.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid.
Oh.
Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the
Oh,
box
that's
with a
how.
loud
Okay,
noise.
okay. Right, because she's from Mondstadt and it only works
Cowell
on
entered the
people
tunnel
from
and met
Fontaine.
Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box. Lillian, according to her own
You know,
statements,
to be fair
then
though,
changed clothes
Lillian,
and
but
hid
kind of a
until the performance
badass.
ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Might be a criminal, but kind of a badass.
As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case at least can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
The Oratrice. Whoa. That's so cool. Say the words, Waterman.
Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
No dance, I know. Sag.
Next, I think we
Sag.
deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes?
Oh no!
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
Dang, that man folded quick.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Rose Black game strong.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
Oh! Oh my god! Liquefied scrub. He turned into water. He became a puddle.
And now he can no longer talk.
Oh.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Dang, that's crazy. Nothing was found on the scene apart from the liquid left behind after Vaughn dissolved.
So
we witnessed a murder live on. That's the second one though. That's the second one.
That's true, but
first cowl, now man turned into water.
Linny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui. I guess. But regardless,
yeah, we don't want anybody
like
innocent.
To set things straight.
Yeah.
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the
Father,
Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
Dad?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
Oh my god, is he about to trauma dump?
Parents first died.
Trauma dumping time.
Lynette and I were left wandering the streets. To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did
any
magic.
day.
It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh.
Oh So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
I'm doing good. How are you?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night.
Thank you for the hydrate.
But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
I'm doing good. How are you?
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer.
An offer?
The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So, she believes in that prophecy too?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave, has their roots in Fontaine, and we will always defend our homeland. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's all right. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
Dang, man.
Bye, Linny.
Bye, Linny. Sorry, I'm like looking at something while we're... Why can I not find this? What the heck, man? What the heck? Alright, well, we solved the mystery. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. We solved the case.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though.
I found what I was looking
Don't
for.
you think so too?
Yes.
Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the Hydro Archon's people to follow now, right?
Ah. I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. But I suppose you are just travelers who have only arrived in Fontaine after all. Sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navia.
Ah, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mire, causing new hope to spring forth, and the reflection in the murk to become clearer. Well, sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Don't mind me. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know,
Food.
to commemorate our time as partners?
Farewell food.
Do we really need to get that formal? Well, guess you really did treat us as partners, huh?
Well, I'd just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no regrets later.
I'm on
Anyway,
about
it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm. If Boss Navi is treating, count Paimon in!
Oh,
Paimon about to order
in
everything.
that case, why don't we return to the court of Fontaine and head to the Hotel de Boer? I believe we'll make it just in time for dinner.
Alright then,
Dinner
let's have our
time.
farewell meal.
Dinner time with Navia. Let's go. Ooh, offerings to the Fountain of Lucine. Offer Hydro Sigils. Cool. We have the offerings unlocked, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's get our wish. And not pull Kazuha. Can you imagine that I do pull him? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Oh, also, I'll do that later. Oh, wait, we have stuff. Okay, so next up. Wait, did that give us enough for? No, we're still like 20 away. Okay, so that would mean we're coming up to Act 2. Oop. Which is cool. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fishing. I want to go fishing. Fish time. We could swim with the fish here, though. We could just jump in the water, just go swimming with them all. Great. We made it. Food time.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry.
I bet you it's gonna be like super fancy.
Paimon's getting excited already.
In that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Navi's like, let me order before they like try to order everything.
Ooh,
whoa.
everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right?
Oh, true.
I
Very
always
true.
do that. I skip dialogue because I'm like, click.
We'll have another
Click.
2 dishes.
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
Come on, why are you complaining?
Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking! We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, Even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist, to seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Oh, we're on dessert now. I was like, where'd all the food go?
Things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
Yeah, probably not.
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
No.
Yeah. We've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's
Is she telling us to be illegal?
boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play, don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Oh no, Paimon.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all
I think
your
this sounds like a
questions.
great idea.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is
Does this count as a date with Navia? Yes.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep. All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Would someone with her personality really feel shame? I'm just gonna say it's worth a try.
This meal, you know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Uh-oh.
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Guys, I think we just went on a date with Navia. And she paid the bill. Oh my god, wife.
Oh,
Wife.
so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You could try walking, you know.
That would be so...
I would love to see Paimon just walk.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
That was a pretty pricey meal, all thanks to Paimon.
Ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority.
Guys, she's making us the highest priority.
I'll see you again, partner.
Waifu. Wife. Let's go. Okay. Let's see. We're 2.5 hours in. We can progress a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. They're also wider than most medium models. Oh yeah. Yep, that is true. Meow. We zoom in.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Oh, we're still hearing the fountain. The fountain is still talking to us.
Here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again? Ugh. That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache? Vache.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache.
The traveler has been hearing voices for so long, nobody tells them to seek help. Yep, nope. Traveler's fine. Paimon's now hearing the voices too. Oh, hello. Oh my god, can we talk about how easy this thing is to fight? I've had to fight this thing a few times and it's so easy to fight. It is probably the easiest fight.
My dear Vache. No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache?
The boss one? Yeah, the boss one.
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry.
It's the most annoying. I feel like it's the most easy for me. I don't know why.
My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood.
I think the hardest one for me is the Geo one, like the one with the pillars and the thing.
How much have I lost?
You just kill the other bosses. That's fair. I struggled with the Geo one, the Geo cube. That's what I call it.
I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore. I do not know how I came to be like this either.
Everyone hates the Geo cube. It's so hard to fight. Because basically, if it kills Noelle, I'm fucked.
I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting.
Smash or pass? Smash.
I never knew how heavy it could be. No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no solace.
Understandable. That's straight up a different shape Vaporeon.
If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember. Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow. such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth. Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety. I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Oh yeah. You got it, dude. I mean, you got it. Fish thing. Why are you shaking me? What the fuck is happening?
Thanks for the follow. You're stuck with me now.
Yo.
Demoiselle, look out!
There's so many.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Oh,
Chlorand?
it's Chlorand. Oh.
Quick, now's our chance!
Buttons are fighting for dear life. Damn. Yo, this is sick as fuck. Oh my god, yeah, those buttons are fighting. They are screaming. They are just like,
Thank you for lending us your sword, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
You can see where it's fighting.
That danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is
You
actually
can
called
see where
stalking.
it's struggling.
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father.
Oh, damn.
Sorry, Demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Chlorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light.
That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Damn, those buttons are fighting. They're screaming. They're begging for help.
I suppose that's the best news we've gotten
We should
today.
help them. We should help them relax a little bit.
Clarand was being sincere
Yeah.
with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, I just... She's...
We should give them give them tiny break or big break or long break. Long breaks are good. Long breaks are important.
We were done for. Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us.
It's 20 minutes, so 1 hour break. Yeah.
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clarand who came out to save us too. We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast.
Yeah.
We're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Oh, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Aww.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial
Oh. She would have got dissolved.
So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh? Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate.
It will
but
just
whoever
become
did this left
Paimon.
no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Interesting.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
We have new intel.
While you were out cold?
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
Also, should I be on the other side of the screen? I never thought about this before. I don't know. I feel weird being over there. Unless I'd be looking the wrong way. Never mind. Dumb thought.
Oh.
They did say that when diluted, it turns into an extra sensory. They did say that. They did say that.
That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Yes.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
Let's go. Still partners.
Now, whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Demoiselle, do try not
Guys,
to
what do
avoid
I want for
please.
Chinese
You
food?
are the
What do I
face of
want?
Spina di Rosula, after all.
I don't know what I want.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you
Maybe
two.
soup.
With us
I
around,
think I
our
might
base
want
is
soup.
definitely secure.
Soup. Extra soup. All the wonton envelope. I like egg drop soup. I like egg drop soup a lot. Okay, where are we going? Going over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do egg drop soup. Wee! Shark ride. That's another thing I love about Milani is you could use the shark to kind of get around a little bit faster. Oh, I'm gonna fall. Meow. I saved myself somehow. It do be extremely fast. Yeah.
Let's make sure we weren't followed first.
It does. It
I've been
does.
keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh, very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
I also want crab rangoon. Rangoon. Ragu. Ragu. Is this closer? Or is it, does it have to be, it's further down? I see. Okay. So maybe that wasn't. Maybe that wasn't the best way to go. That's okay though. You could use it almost indefinitely in Natlan. Yeah, I did realize that because in Natlan, like it like has this like, what's it called? It's like this bar. That fills up. So I did realize that that's a thing. It also makes it easier for getting around on water, which I also like. Dang it. I went exactly back where I needed to go. That's silly. I'm silly. Open sesame. I meant to press this. Okay, we gotta go down. But I see a sparkle. Sparkle. Wee. I don't know. I know I could use the ladders, but why use ladders when you can just wee? Are only for going up. Exactly. This is very interesting. Very cool. But first, waypoint and viewpoint. Okie dokie. So now we We made it.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
I'm on truly let them pay growth. Yeah, it seems like it.
But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand.
Uh-oh.
My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Oh my!
He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
So that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That does make sense.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything
Aw,
I can do,
Silver's so
anything
sweet.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was
Oh, no.
Her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him? Yeah, That's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Corand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel.
Ow! What the heck? My foot! What are you doing?
Will not stop either. She knew Mr. Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the
Damn,
arena,
what the fuck?
there was only ever one
My foot just started hurting out of nowhere. Like, what the hell?
It's not that I don't understand.
My
it at all,
ankle.
but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Ms. Corand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Now,
Yes,
they
that
have
is
to
our
stay there.
understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me?
Yeah, that's kind of
Alright,
crazy.
Anyway,
That's wild.
That's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Sleep time. Gonna be my sleep time soon as well. I'm gonna take a nap after I eat some crab rangoon and egg drop soup.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But
I mean, probably.
when did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
She can go all night, chat. She can go all night. Oh my god, wife.
To hinder an investigation from this angle.
Navia is like checking all the
This
boxes
Vache person
for
is
wife.
a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Oh.
A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
That makes sense.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Yes, let us go. But that will be next time. I'm getting so close to level 45. I'll probably end up hitting it off stream. Because I'll probably do some grinding. Let's see, do we have... We have enough for one pull! Let's go! Alright. One pull to end off the stream for today. Will it happen? Will we get lucky early Kazuha win? It couldn't have been a character? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh my goodness. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. We had another successful test stream. Let's go. Yeah, Milani's dancing for our success. But yes, we are going to read out for today. I'm going to go... I might actually take a nap before dinner. Nap before dinner? Sounds like a plan. All right, let me see if the person I wanted to read is still alive. They are! All right. Playing Monster Hunter World. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out again. I appreciate you. I will see you on Saturday. We'll probably do another test stream. Another test. To make sure everything's still running. I think I fixed my issue, but I don't want to jinx it, you know? I don't want to jinx it. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on Saturday. I think on Saturday we're going to play Slay the Spire. We're going to play some Slay the Spire. So yeah. But yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.